Hi, I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
And this is Speaking Of.
Yes, it is. It's
I'm trying something new there.
It's a little anticlimactic.
Oh, it was anticlimactic, then I won't do it again.
Please don't ever do it again.
But I might. Just kidding.
Great.
Anyway, Karen.
So, the producer was telling me the other day that he heard or saw a commercial that was promoting, probably like a PSA. Oh yeah, it was a PSA from like... Anyway.
Oh, you gotta love those PSAs.
Don't you know?
Yes.
So they're talking about water as a prescription.
What?
Yeah, so you need to drink your water, which, I mean, these days...
okay, yeah, you do.
You do need to drink your water, because it's like...
Are they prescribing...
No. They're saying, like, pretend like it's a prescription.
All right,
you need to prescribe yourself to drink this much water a day, etc.
I thought it was going to be like a certain brand, and I was going to be panicked.
Yeah, if you're not drinking...
If you're not drinking Hyperion...
Is that a thing?
I have no idea, I just made it up.
Alrighty then. Anyway, but they were saying that the side effects of drinking water are things like being awesome, or wait, what else? Yep, being awesome.
That's the only side effect?
Yes, well, it's very safe.
Well, speaking of side effects.
Oh boy.
That side effect is much
awesome?
better. Okay, so I'm watching TV the other day, and as we all know, there's just a plethora of drugs coming out, and they all list their side effects.
Yes.
So I'm kind of doing my thing. I'm in the kitchen, TV's on, making my lunch, whatever. And all of a sudden, this commercial comes on. I'm not going to say who it is because we don't have money to be sued.
Good luck.
That's right. Can't bleed a rock. So yeah, as I'm making it, I'm not really paying attention until this part. Men, if you begin lactating, please discontinue using this product immediately. I didn't even know it's possible for men to produce milk.
Apparently, with the right drugs, it is.
So here's my question. Is it a side effect? Or let's say you're having a baby with your spouse and your wife. Wife doesn't want to nurse anymore. Well, honey, get on this pill. You can take over.
Well, that way you actually could take turns getting up in the night.
You could. Oh, but it just creeps me out.
My thing is, the people that wait, you're taking it, clearly that can't be the first problem you have.
Right.
Like, you can't be doing great and then all of a sudden you're lactating, but that's the point at which you need to stop.
Stop then, and for erections lasting longer than 4 hours. You always hear that one.
It's true on everything.
But,
Flintstone vitamins.
Well, no, I'm just concerned that eventually there's going to come a time where it says, if you begin growing a tail, stop.
Make sure you cut a hole in the back of your pants so everyone
can come out. Wag it when you're happy.
Well, speaking of drugs and their side effects.
Oh,
well, this was interesting. I was reading up on something. I can't even remember what I was reading up on. But this guy was complaining about a specific issue that he was having, right? And so he's talking about how his doctor prescribed him a specific drug to help with whatever the issue was.
Oh, to make him not concerned about things.
No. Like I said, I can't remember what the issue was, but the doctor prescribed him a specific drug for that issue. Now, this specific drug is typically prescribed for something else. Now,
I hate it when they do that. That just drives me up the wall.
Well, because it works for other things.
It does, but it's like I had a female friend taking something.
We're so full of details.
Well, I don't want to drop names. I get hesitant.
Gotcha.
But needless to say, this certain drug was used for male enhancement, but she was taking it for anxiety.
Well, this is what I'm saying. They need to, that can happen. That's okay.
Guess. Anyway.
As long as, the men don't lactate or whatever. But here was my problem with it. He's saying how the doctor prescribed him this particular drug that had a particular side effect.
Okay.
And because of that, he just decided not to take it. So the doctor prescribes it to him to solve his problem.
But he was worried he was going to lactate.
Thankfully, no. But the doctor says, here, take this pill, it will help your issue. Guy comes home and he's like, oh, it might help my issue, but then it gives... it gives me this other side effect. So then he just didn't take it. I'm like, okay, and you're expecting your problem to go away? Then tell your doctor you're not going to take it.
Well, yeah, or ask to be set up with a different pill. I like my pills. We're all about the upper downer party mix here, speaking of.
Upper downer party mix, you'll feel better. Or worse.
All in a matter of minutes.
Speaking of doctors, actually.
Oh boy.
So, as we all know, Beverly is a big fan of the WebMD.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
So-
diagnosing left and right.
Yes. So recently we talked about my blood donation fail. And so I was talking to her about, I'm like, you forgot that already? I almost died, but whatever.
There's so many times you almost die.
I know. You're lucky I'm here. I hope you appreciate that. You too.
I am.
Anyway, so I was explaining to her how I probably shouldn't have given blood because lately, and by lately, I mean for the last couple of months at
Yeah,
least.
you've been having some
which,
issues.
Which I had made the mistake of saying that in front of my husband to someone else, and I was like, I mean, it's been happening for probably 2 or 3 months, and he's like, what?
Yeah, the hubs
I
was
thought,
not happy.
yeah, he's like, I thought it was just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Awkward. Anyway, so I'm telling her, yeah, I've been lightheaded. You know, anytime I change elevation at all, like if I get up from this chair, I'll be lightheaded.
And that's elevation.
For some of us, it is. Anyway, so we get on to WebMD to
Right.
try to determine, you know, whether or not I do actually have the tumor that Beverly predicts I have.
Oh, she thinks you have a tumor?
She always thinks I have a tumor. The
Is
other
it on
day-
your brain?
Who knows? The other day I
Let's
said
name
to her,
it. Well, I'm starting a contest. Name Kate's tumor.
it's not a tumor. The other day I told her my eyes kept watering and she goes, oh,
It's
don't
a
worry.
tumor.
She says, oh no, don't worry, it's probably just a disease. Okay, well great.
It's not allergies.
Well, just so you know, when you go to WebMD and you do the symptom checker, you have the option to select whether you're looking at symptoms for yourself, and there's a drop down, and I was like, who else would be on the drop down? And I was
Oh, I
really
wanna know
hoping to
now.
find a friend. It did say someone else, but I really was hoping for the
Someone else.
Anyway.
Disappointing. WebMD should add that to their list.
I think so,
It'd be
because
fantastic.
technically if you're looking on there as a symptom checker, you're probably a hypochondriac. And if you're a hypochondriac, you are going to pretend like you're looking for someone else.
Wow, it's true. And Beverly is on there a lot. But anyway, speaking of friends, that reminded me of another story of when you had some friends over to your house recently, and they had brought their kids with them. I don't think I've told this story. I really hope I haven't.
I'm not even
we
sure
will know.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about
Oh,
yet.
you will be. So, anyway, the kids were down, and their youngest kid was about 2 at the time. And the oldest, where
It's a
does
good-
that put the oldest
It's
at?
a good thing we're not using names because producer would love this story. At the time,
Give me an age.
the
before
youngest
I
would
continue.
have been around 1.
Was it 1? Okay.
Around 1, give or
All right.
take. Making the oldest probably...
I don't know.
I
That's
don't
why I'm
know.
asking you.
Maybe 5.
5 or
No,
6?
yeah, 6 probably.
Because
6.
yes. So anyway, so you guys were upstairs. The couple and you and Joe were upstairs, and the kids were down with me. And I kind of know the kids.
Why we would have
I know.
our
Don't ever
nanny,
leave.
I never
yes.
know, but
So eventually I start talking to the little 2-year-old. Oh, hi, how are you doing? You know, the oldest one looks at me, dead in the eyes. Don't talk to him. He's a horrible baby. And I just loved the choice of words.
I do love that story.
He's a horrible baby. He wasn't a mean baby. He wasn't a mad baby. He was a horrible baby. And he does not deserve to be talked to.
Speaking of these particular children,
Oh, what are you gonna do? What are
well,
you gonna say?
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I'm
There
worried.
was a time during Project Rehaul the House, if you recall that. I can never remember what we actually called it. Project...
I don't believe you're gonna tell this story on the air.
No. Great, now I have to, but
It's yours. I'm not gonna stop you if you want to do it.
It just so happened, so we're...
I don't think you better. Let's hold out. Let's hold out for yes. Let's have that be a donation to this thing that we're gonna talk about.
Oh yeah, speaking of things that we're going to talk about.
That was a segue. Never let me.
Speaking of grasping at straws. So, I have to
Oh, the magic of live television.
I have to tell you, in the car today with Beverly, at one point I had the opportunity to say, speaking of being held captive.
Wow.
Anyway, speaking of things that we're going to talk about, we've decided, and by we I mean producer, that we do not have good enough equipment for this show. We want to make it even better because you can't see us well enough, apparently.
Well, and as you're aware, speaking of, I'm tired. Studio W is going through some upgrades. We've added some nice things.
Studio W is getting better and better
as time goes on. But yes, we do need a few additions, as producer likes to point out to us every time.
To create additions and to be high tech and professional, what do we need? Money. And from what I understand,
this Kickstarter will give us money left and right.
Yes, this Kickstarter thing that I have only been vaguely aware of. Apparently,
big on it too.
All you have to do is say, "I'll make you a potato salad," and all of a sudden you have thousands of dollars.
That's right. You like potato salad? Who doesn't?
And I'm not gonna lie, okay? The guy that made the potato salad, I'm sure it was delightful.
Oh, this is already.
However, the potato salad was. I'm sure it was fine, but my dad's potato salad, much better, guaranteed.
There you go.
Anyway, so he says, "I'll make potato salad. I gotta have money," and he wanted like $35 and ended up with thousands, $3,000. Right. So then somebody here in the state decides, well, I can do that, and they started raising money to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Cheese you were telling me about, yes.
To which I say, if they can do it, we can do it.
Yes, we can, and we what?
$44,000. Producer just said
up.
The potato salad guy made $44,000.
Shut up.
You know what? He better be making that out of golden potatoes.
And he
you
better
know what
be
else?
making a donation to us.
Yeah, potato salad guy. Well, I have an idea.
Oh no.
He still has 22 days. He still has 22 days to raise money. Okay, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see.
I am so confused.
Okay? Attention, potato salad guy.
Oh wow,
I don't know your name.
Out.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you come be on our show, and we will compare potato salads.
Bring it. You've been called out. You've been served.
That's right. Clearly you can afford to come visit. Okay? I'm just saying.
And
you can afford to pay for my potato salad that I'm going to make to show yours up. Okay? So, at any rate, be watching for more information about our Kickstarter and potato salad guy. Let's get your game on.
She's watching you.
I'm ready.
All right, we've run over, so we need to end. I'm Jared.
Speaking of running over.
I know.
I'm Kate.
See you next time.